is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. Today we're back to work on our WRX build, and to start off we're going to start taking these rear brakes off because our rotors did come in, and now we can finally do that rear brembo conversion. Alright, now we're ready to take this old brake system off, so we're going to go ahead and start with this caliper right here and then remove this and then go from there. Alright, so I got the old brake components off. Now I just need to take this line off because we will be replacing it with the braided one. And then I went ahead and made sure this rotor fits because our last one was wrong. So now we can go ahead and start completing this brembo conversion. Alright guys, so we went ahead and finished up this caliper. We had to drill it out actually and put a bigger bolt in there, but that's just fine. Everything went together smoothly. We got that braided brake line. Now it has brembos on the front and the rear. So now that this side is done, we can go ahead and do the other side. Alright guys, it is the next day here at the shop and our brembo conversion is complete. All that's left to do is bleed these brakes. We were waiting until we got the rears on to do it. But before we do that, as you can see guys, this roof is actually really damaged. And we just got word from the Subaru dealership that our new roof is here, so let's go pick it up. Alright guys, so as you can see, we need the rollback. But it does have this M3 on here because we still haven't unloaded it. So we're going to do that real quick. That way we can take this truck and get that roof. Just like that, this M3 is unloaded. We'll be getting back to work on it in the next episode. We're gonna start taking parts off of it. But for now, let's go ahead and get this bed back up and get to the dealership. We're here, so let's go ahead and hit up that parts department and get our roof. All right, so it turns out the roof is in the back. So let's go load it up. Dang, that's crazy. I thought that was a drop-off for a second. That would have sucked. Not to send it. Yeah, where are all that? This is where the WIPs go. Where are all the WRX and STIs though? Right there's one. ZX3, look at that thing. Oh, it's a monster. All right, there she is, guys. Brand spanking new roof. They're already strapping her down right now. We're gonna get it back to the shop. All right guys, so we're back at the shop. Let's get this thing unloaded and check it out. All right, let's get this bad boy cut open. All right, just like that, we have a roof. Now we need to inspect it for damages to make sure nothing got beat up. It looks like this roof's gonna be pretty easy to replace too. Looks like it all just goes on top. Or what do you think? All right guys, so unfortunately there is a nasty dent right there. It was hidden behind this plastic so we couldn't see it. I actually just contacted the Subaru dealership and they have another roof. So we'll take it back over there and exchange it, but that's gonna be Friday, so we won't worry about it for now. We just wanted to get the roof here, but that sucks, but whatever. We'll get another one because we're not even working on it for now, so it's not really gonna tie us up at all. So let's go ahead and get this packed up and get back on this Subaru. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and test fit this rim just to see if our brembo will clear and kind of to get an idea of where we wanna cut it. Okay, so the wheel fits great with the caliper, but as you can see, it is gonna bottom out here. So we need to cut this section out. I'm thinking probably along this body line to accommodate for the wheel, because now it's gonna be going up and down right here. And once we get that cut off, we can start fitting this wide body on and get some self-tappers just to hold it on. All right, so we're gonna get the kit. That way we can put it up on the car and see where we need to cut it. That way we don't cut too much off on accident. So it's just these two pieces and then this little rear piece for the bumper. Alright, so Yuri has started cutting this quarter panel, and as you can see, we have plenty of clearance here. This is about 2.5 to 3 inches. This lip is even going to go up higher and fold around, and then we're going to tack it up and seam this very nicely because we want it to be sealed and done right. I see a lot of wide bodies where they just hack it up and cut it. For example, I want to show you guys this car. So this is a wide body GTR, and as you can see, they had to cut their rear to fit these massive tires. But look how they did this job. I mean, it just looks horrendous. All they did was just cut it and then they just put it back. They didn't even paint it. I can see rust everywhere, and I can't even imagine how much dirt and grime is inside there from just years of it collecting and throwing in there. So we definitely don't want to do it like this. We want to do it right, that way it lasts. And you can see, I mean, here you can't really do much, but I'm sure they could have got a cleaner cut than that. So let's get back to it and make sure we do it much better than this job. Okay guys, so Yuri did an amazing job on this. As you can see, there's a lip going all the way along this, and what this lip actually does is gives this quarter panel rigidity. As you can see, it's not flapping around. It is just like OEM, because on that GTR quarter panel, if you touch it, it would literally sink in and flap around. We don't want that. We want it to retain the OEM rigidity, and it also sealed up that hole. As you can see, once we get that all cleaned up and seam sealed, there will be no grime getting inside this quarter panel. It'll stay nice and sealed because we don't want to ruin the car. We just want it to look better. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up all these wells, getting all this contaminated paint off. And once we get all this down to the metal, we can seam seal it. Okay, the quarter panel is sealed off. I went ahead and put the sealer on top and on bottom, and as you can see guys, that is good. That is how you're supposed to do it. That way this is all strong and rigid and there's no holes. That way nothing gets inside there, because eventually what will happen is dirt and water will collect and it'll end up rusting, and then it'll just rust through. But this is the proper way to do it, and once it dries, after 24 hours, we can sand it and prime all this, and then it'll be ready. So for now, we're just gonna work on actually mounting these wide body flares in their correct spot. Okay, so this side is mounted, guys. We're one step closer to the body work. It turned out amazing. I'm liking how it's fitting. We're still gonna have to finesse it and finagle it a little bit. We have to sand these edges because they're not really wanting to butt in flush. But that's no problem, guys. We can handle that. But that is gonna be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and comment down below. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at motorhead.co. Peace.